Good morning, everybody. It's Cookie Lou in Arizona. And today is Tuesday, September 25th. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, so I'm still a little sleepy. Um, I just wanted to come briefly and say good morning and hoping that everybody's having a good day so far. And to share a few things with you. What have I been up to? I've been pretty busy. It's been a rotten month, health-wise. Um, I had an incident about a month ago. I was somehow, I don't know if I was getting on the scale, which is next to my closet door, or if I was walking in the closet with something, but bottom line is I scraped my arm on the side of the door, the bedroom closet door, which is very rough. This unit has been completely remodeled before I moved in here, and we got new doors, new hardware, new kitchen, new floors, tile everywhere. I'm sure you've seen my place on my Christmas videos. So the doors are new. The walls have been redone. The ceilings have been redone. All the popcorn's taken off, and they finished all the walls and ceilings, and they did a massive amount of work in here. But oddly enough, the doors, even though they're new, they weren't sanded really well on the edges. They're very rough cut. They're painted, of course. But anyway, the edge of the door was so rough, and I don't know if you can see. Where am I? Let me see if I can do this. There's a little bit left of some. I can't show you. I can't twist my arm enough. A little bit of red stuff going on here. I took a picture when it happened. I just kind of scraped the door like this. It was very rough. And it got really red. And from what this is the door, the edge of the door. You can see that it's kind of rough. Kind of pitted and rough. And this is what my arm looked like after I did that. And it's been that way for about a month, and it started finally to kind of subside to whatever I have left here. See that? Just a little bit of redness still. And it was swollen, it was puffy, but that's quite a mess. And I thought it was because I was on the warfarin. So my dermatologist is about 20 minutes away from here. She was away. She's from the Philippines originally, and she was back in the Philippines, and she got back yesterday. And even though I was on the mend, finally, I said, let me go show her the photo and just to find out what the hell that was. And I still do have a little residual of it. And I think she said it was something like cellulitis, which required an antibiotic to get rid of. And she says to me, so did you take any antibiotic? Because it's clearing up. It's practically gone. You must have taken something. So I told her that I was on amoxicillin for about a week because my UTI infection had sprouted back into activity. And I said, oh, the amoxicillin, that's what really helped you. So it's a good thing you took that. So she told me just leave it alone, that it will continue to subside. But just wanted to give you guys a heads up that a simple little thing like scraping your arm on something rough, or I says, I don't know, is there bacteria or something on that edge of that door? Because it's still in my bedroom. It's still hanging there in the closet. And I says, well, when you scrape it like that, any kind of an abrasion or scrape into the cells of the skin can cause infections. And there's bacteria on everything, she said, on everything. So I was putting on a cream that she had given me for a contact rash that I had on my neck that I had gotten about 4 years ago. My aunt had some perfume in her house, and I rarely use perfume and should have known better. I squirted a little bit on my neck, and I got a terrible reaction. Because my aunt, God bless her, she's going to be 98 years old in December. And this was about 4 or 5 years ago, and she never throws anything away. And the perfume, God knows how old it was, but it was Easter Sunday. We were going out to dinner with family, and for some reason I went spritz, and I got a big flaming rash, itchy, itchy, itchy. So she gave me something for that, and it cleared it up. And I used it on my arm, and did nothing. She says it wouldn't have worked on that. It's just a different type of situation. It's just the amoxicillins would help you. So, if you ever have anything like that happening to you, um, because you got an abrasion or some type of an injury to your body, your skin, definitely go to a dermatologist. I waited a long time thinking that it was just bruised because of my blood thinner. And when I saw that it wasn't going away, and then I started putting tea tree oil on it. And then it started to subside, and I figured, well, that tea tree oil, but that's like an antifungal thing. It's really good to prevent infections if you have any kind of wound. And it's a very good holistic oil that a lot of people use, for bacteria and fungal infections and funguses and stuff like that. I thought maybe it might have been that, but she says, no, it's probably more the amoxicillin than the tea tree oil. But she says it's a good moisturizer, so keep putting the tea tree oil on it, which is what I'm doing. It's very herbal smelling. All right, so anyway, that's the deal with the arm. The other thing I did was I broke something in my foot. These damn phone calls, I'm sure you get them too, solicitations, it's day and night, and I don't answer my phone 90% of the time. And after about the 7th call, I had my mighty whistle handy, and I was ready to blow somebody's ear off because I was sick of it. And so I got up to answer the phone to tell them to leave me the F alone, blow the whistle with the phone, hurt their eardrum, do something, get a different job. And I slammed my foot right into the leg of the table. And I went, oh, snap. I know that feeling. I broke something. I broke a toe. I broke a couple of toes. It's more than just a sprain. So I didn't go get an x-ray because I've done it before. And all the doctor does is tape it up with some elastic stretch bandaging. And that's what I did. So I still have that on my foot to kind of keep everything straight from moving around too much. So I'm on the mend from that. So I got some broken stuff in my foot. I got cellulitis on my arm. I'm getting ready, to. By the way, I told her about my weight loss because she hasn't seen me since I lost 130 pounds, and she was amazed at how great I looked. And she said, "Oh, your skin for your age, Lucille, you look great. Got good skin for your age. You really don't look your age at all. So I'm amazed that you're 72." So she says, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. You're doing very well. And I told her about the brachioplasty, and I showed her the scars, and she says, you're doing really well. They're healing really well. She says, I definitely need to tone up my arms. I says, yeah, I know, I have to tone them up. A lot of this jiggly stuff is just my age. That's just no elasticity in your skin. It's going to happen, She says, if you were 20, 30 years younger, you would have a firmer result. I says, I know that. So anyway, I'm still happy. I told her that he took a little less than a half a pound per arm off of me. So she said, my goodness, that much? I says, yeah, that much. And I showed her the rest of the skin on my body, and I told her that I was going to have an extended tummy tuck in November. And I showed her my legs and told her, is there anything, a pill, a cream, a treatment that I could do to tighten up the skin on the legs? Because I really don't want to have a surgery on my legs as well. I said, I'm going to get the breast done. Showed her the breast, and she says, no, you definitely need to have some implants in there. And she says the incisions are done really well. The doctor did a good job. The breast incisions are healing well. The arm incisions are healing well. You obviously had a very good doctor. I showed her the implants that he took out that were all full of bacteria, and she was shocked to see that. She's like, I can't believe, you had them in that long, 33 years, and that's what they looked like when he took them out of you. I says, that's what they look like. She said, you don't think of that, but it's a good thing that they're out of you, So, I told her about the tummy tuck taking place, and she saw the skin, and she's, no, definitely, that's the only way you're going to get rid of that is by surgery. Same thing with the legs, Lucille. If you feel that you want to continue, to do the legs at a later date, the only way he's going to fix that is the same way he's fixing everything else, by cutting it off. Unfortunately, there's no cream, there's no pill, there's nothing you can do to tighten up that, that type of skin stretching. It's gone. You just got to remove it and firm it up with surgery. That's all you can do. But anyway, I'm glad I went to her because she's a great dermatologist, and she takes time with you, and she really examines everything well. And I told her, I said, I'm going to have cataract surgery in about 10 days. I says, but I do have, from the glasses, like little skin tags or whatever little, when you get these little things here. I said, they don't really, they're not noticeable, I wear my glasses all the time and the glasses cover them. I says, but if anything gets larger, I said, they're right here in the corner of the eye. I'm going to have them zapped off because it's not good to have that close to my eye. I says, and I have something on the bridge of my nose right here, so microscopic. It's a little tiny nodule thing. And I pick at it, and I've taken it off a couple of times. She says, does it bleed when you take it off? I says, no. She says, well, stop picking at it. You shouldn't be picking at it. I know. She says, well, that's suspicious. I don't like the look. She put this big magnifying thing on her head. That's suspicious. She says, I'm not going to do anything with it now. She says, but after you have your cataract surgery, I want you to come back. I want to test that. I don't know if you can see, it's right here. Little tiny, it's right here. Little tiny something right there. And you know what? My aunt had a little tiny something on her face that turned out to be Merkel cell, which is the highest skin cancer you can get, the worst. Little tiny nothing. And she said, what is this? Dermatologist. Oh, that's Merkel cell. We got troubles with that. It's a good thing you told me about that. That could kill you. So I'm definitely going back to see her on the 25th and have her test that little thing out. Okay, so hobbling with the foot, the silly thing with the arm, it doesn't itch, it doesn't burn, it doesn't hurt, it's just red. And it is getting better. Eye surgery is scheduled for the 3rd of October. I got my ticket for Monterrey, Mexico. I purchased my ticket for the 28th of November for Monterrey, Mexico. It's going to get my tummy tuck done and my breast work done, so that's taken care of. I did get an extra. I got standard booking, when on my departure to Monterrey. Coming back from Monterrey, which, by the way, I'm going to be staying a couple of extra days than I need to. I think the standard amount of time with Dr. Soseda after a surgery of body work is normally 12 days. I think I'll be there about 15 days. I'm going to be leaving the morning of the 16th day, I think. Just to give myself a couple of extra days to heal, to make sure my drains are out, that my stitches are out, which I'm sure they all will be. Because I don't want to go home with any of that stuff, and I want to make sure that I'm as best as I can be before I leave Monterrey. So booking, and now Dr. Soseda will reimburse you your airfare if your surgeries are at a certain dollar amount. So it usually is around a little under $600 for the round trip fare, which I always get back from him. But I bought some extra seating arrangements, extra advantages, I guess. About $95 extra for the 2 flights that I need to take home. I'm flying American this time. I decided to try American. I didn't want to go to Dallas again with Delta, so I'm going to fly not Dallas. I didn't want to go through Atlanta again with Delta, so I'm taking American Airlines, and I'll be transferring at Dallas Airport, connecting at Dallas, which I've done before. And so coming home, I don't know, even though I'm staying extra days, I didn't know how I was going to feel, when they cut you around the body, and they're going to be taking a lot more stuff off of me this time around, and I'm going to be having the breasts and the extended tummy tuck, the hips, all that's going to be excised. And I don't know how I'm going to be feeling, even though I'm taking the extra days to recoup in Monterey. So I got some advantages, about $95 worth for both flights, which I think is worth it. First early embarkation. I'm one of the first ones to get on the plane. I have a seat right close up front. It's an extended seat for comfort. I don't have to walk, all the way to the back of the plane. It's up close. I think it's seat number 9 and 10, right on the aisle. And just to have the advantage of a little bit more comfort, a little less walking around on that plane. And they do give you first boarding privileges and, I don't know, a glass of wine or something. So anyway, I did do that. I did get the extra comfort on the airplanes coming back home. It's hard, when you're traveling alone. With me anyway, I try to take every precaution that I can to, within reason, to make it as easy for me as possible. I'm debating if I should take my walker with me, because I still have my walker when I had my knee replacement done 20 years ago, or if I should just take my cane. I think the cane, which is what I always take, should be enough. And I do get wheelchair access. So I think between the wheelchair, the cane, the extra days in Monterey, the pain pills that I know I'll still be taking when I leave, and the more convenient seating arrangements on the plane, I think I'll be fine. And I'm taking a very small suitcase with me, very small travel bag, just with the necessities that I need. And I highly advise anybody that's going for any kind of surgery to do the same thing. Okay, what else did I do? When I was in Costco, I decided to invest in a water pick. My dentist suggested that I get it. Well, I asked my dentist if it would be a good idea for me to start using a water pick. My father he had the best teeth in the world, and he had every tooth in his mouth when he passed away. He took very good care of his teeth, and he lived with flossing, brushing, and definitely water pick. And I said I was using one, because he said, oh, you got to use the water pick, it helps the gums, cleans this, cleans that. And I used it for a couple of years, and then when it kind of wore out, I never replaced it. I said, so now that I just spent like $700 on cleaning and some periodontal work, with basic cleaning in your office, maybe I should invest another $50-$60 getting a water pick. He said, that's a good idea. So I got this at Costco. Actually, it's 2-in-1. It's the only water pick I saw. I don't need this much, really, but they give you a regular one, which is this one here. Whoops. This one here. Oh, this is heavy. And then the little one here is a travel one. So this is the regular one here for the sink in the bathroom, and this is a little travel one that you can take with you, which I guess is good to have. I'm not going to open it because I still want to shop around to see if I can find something. Like, all I need really is a little one. I don't need 2 of them. So if I can find something cheaper, this was on sale. It was $70 on sale for $60. No, they took $20 off of it, so it was, I think it was $80 reduced to $60. Yeah, it was $59. I know that, and that was with a $20 discount. So I did get this. And another product I'm going to share with you, and I'm going to go get more of this because it really is delicious. I got this, it's a pork jerky. It's a Korean barbecue. I got it at Costco. It is, for 1 ounce, 90 calories, 2 grams of fat, 10 carbohydrates, which is acceptable for an ounce, and 10 sugars, and 8 protein, and it's pork. It's not teriyaki flavored, it's barbecue flavor, as you can see, Korean barbecue. And I never had pork jerky before. I had the beef, which I think is kind of fatty and hard. and tough. And I've had the turkey, which this reminds me of. This is kind of what it looks like. You can see that. Smells delightful. This is kind of what it looks like. It's very, very tender. See? It's very tender. And although it's sweet, you know, it doesn't have fatty, it's lean meat. It has some sesame seeds on it. And it's very easy to chew, very soft. It does have a little bit of a sweet taste to it, but it's not as sweet and tangy as the teriyaki flavors. And I'm thinking the teriyaki ones have got more sugar in it, but I highly suggest this. It was originally, ticket said $14 and change. And you know jerky is expensive, but they were selling it for like $8 and change, like under $9. And this is 14.5 ounces. And I've been eating on that. I ate about 4 pieces of this already, big pieces. So you get a lot for less than $9. And it really is good. I'm going to go get some more today. Korean barbecue. So not all Costco's have the same products depending upon what state you're in. But while mine has this available, I'm going to go get me some more. That's about it. You know, I probably talked way too long. 21 minutes, almost 22 minutes. And I might not even post it because I think it's too much babbling. Okay, guys, that's it. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.